Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ban ai jing kershan gi Khynnah school khamtam ki bawan na ka Longïing ki Duna ha ka yok kot katanat puli puthi ka sarkar jilla henne ka si kalapan laj patba ya ka standard operating procedure but ka website ban pentrai kam ya ka section 12 1c Jong ka right to education act arhajar phundai ya ka ne ka standard operating procedure but ka website ban pentrai kam ya ka section 12 1c Jong ka right to education act arhajar phundai lapan laj patba da ulat ka jilla UCH Vijay Shankar ha ka jing dan lang u commissioner and secretary ka tanat puli puthi u Vijay Kumar Mantri u Jagdish Chilani u state project director Jong ka Simam u Samagra Shiksha ki officer ka tanat puli puthi bat ka director ka tanat social welfare ka Kong Dorin Lingwa bat kiwe Habakran ha kanigasngi na kalyang o commissioner and secretary ka tanat puli puthi u Vijay Kumar Mantri ulapan pao pa kani ka SOP kani rap shibon ki Khynnah school ki bawan na ka Longïing ka Duna ha ka yoga kot ulay thu ru ba ka sarkar kan ai jhi kai ai klem jing siu hadu khat saus nem ka karta kani kan trai kam habaro ki school kin thopi ki school shimet ru ha ka ba ka sarkar kan Bhah Kyrpang na ka banta jongki 8% ulaban rap da ka baong ba kani kamwat ban kin ai ka jing hikai ba Kyrpang tang Ïaki kini kin yo ka ju ka jing hikai kum kiwe na kalyang ulat ka jila habakran ha ka nigasngi ulai khublei ya ka tanat puli puthi kabalapet na kabanta ki Khynnah school ki bawan na ka yeng sem ka Duna ha ka yo ka kot ka jing Bhah banta jong ka sarkar Kyrpang na ka banta jong ki kanyarap shibon bat bon ki Khynnah kin yo e kalat ban batengi ki jing puli jong ki ulapan paru ba ka office ka jong u ka kloy ban tre lang ha kinu ki jing don kam ki jong ki bat u kloy ban ekran lada ki don kam ka jing yarap na u
Do you know you can now get free admission in private schools?
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
I'm really delighted to join with you for the release of the standard operation procedures and the launch of state of Meghalaya website for the implementation of section 12, subclass 1, subclass C of the Right to Education Act 2009. This provision of RTE Act ensures that 25% of the entry-level seats in private, unaided, non-minority schools are reserved for children from economically weaker section and socially who are backward. It is a vital steps towards the inclusivity, equality, and the fulfillment of every child's constitutional right to education. The SOP provides clarity and uniformity in the implementation, while the new website brings transparency and efficiency. It will also strengthen the partnership between the government and the private schools, making education a shared responsibility and collective mission. This is not just compliance with the law, it is a strategic investment in inclusive growth, social integration, and future of our state of Meghalaya and nation. I commend the educational department and all the stakeholders for this important step. Let us work together to ensure that the spirit of this act is realized in every corner of Meghalaya.
Constitution of India came into effect in January 26, 1950. Article 45, it's a part of the directive principles of state policy. It says that the state shall endeavour to provide within a period of 10 years from the commencement of this constitution for free and compulsory education of all children until they complete the age of 14 years. This it came into force in 1950, but it has taken almost 60 years for this to come into effect. In this Article 45 was replaced by Article 21A in 2002. Next. In 2002, with the 86th Constitutional Amendment, this Article 45 was replaced with Article 21A, where we have given right to education. It says the state shall now. Earlier it was state shall endeavour, but now it is converted to state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children of the age of 6 to 14 years in a manner as the state may by law determine. So earlier it was up to 14 years, now we have from before 6, but from the age of 6 to 14 years, which is roughly class 1 to class 8. Next slide. This is another important amendment to the Constitution, sir. It happened in 93rd Constitutional Amendment, which is important for 12(1)(c). It was introduced in 2005, where this provision has empowered the state to make special provisions, including reservation for socially and economically backward classes, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes in education institutions. After this, we have introduced reservation in education institutions. So this background is very useful for 12(1)(c). Another aspect of change after our independence is the rise of private unaided schools. Before independence, it was purely government institutions that they were dominating, and slowly there is a rise of private institutions, private schools have come up, and then the parents, the students started preferring. The preference has gone shifted towards private schools, and of course the private schools are coming with huge amount of fees, and that has created a big gap in social and economical divide has become very clear. So if we have to if we have to establish inclusive education and right to education, there is a situation where we have to go beyond government schools. Only when we enter the private schools, the right to education can be effectively implemented. So physical punishment cannot even inflict mental harassment, and while admitting the children, you cannot do interview, you cannot conduct even profile the parents based on their education qualification, based on their financial background. The profiling is banned. So the background is this, that the rationale is that all the children are equal, and only when they get admission, when the environment is similar, perhaps they will have an opportunity. So profiling of the children or parents is not allowed under this. Now, quality of standards, this is another important aspect of RTE, where it has established the quality of standards for the teachers, for infrastructure, for the number of teachers that has to be there. So this standard is mentioned, so only when the standards are allowed, the school can continue to function, otherwise the government can take action against the school. Next. So coming to the Section 12 of the RTE Act. Section 12, there are three parts, sir. We will talk about only the C, but the first part is basically we have to provide free admission to all the children in the government schools. That's 12(1). 12(1)(a). 12(1)(b) is in the aided schools. They have to reserve 25% free of cost. 12(1)(c) talks about unaided schools, unaided private schools, where we have to reserve 25% seats, and they have to provide to 25% seats to weaker section and also disadvantaged group children in the neighborhood and provide free and compulsory elementary education. Sir. Next. So the core mandate of this section 12(1)(c) is that private unaided non-minority schools must reserve a minimum 25% of their entry-level seats for children of economically weaker section and disadvantaged group. So these non-minority schools have been added later parts. When Supreme Court, there was a Supreme Court case, all the private schools have approached Supreme Court saying that we can't reserve 25% and provide free education because we are hand to mouth. So they have made many these things. Sir. Then with that, non-minority schools have been exempted. And also the another change that has happened that government has agreed to sponsor this 25% children. So that's where we next. So after, when it came to enforce in 2010, in 2011, our Meghalaya government has enacted the rules and drafted its rules. So it has clearly provided for 12(1)(c), especially for 12(1)(c). It is a very, very important for us. It says that the children admitted under this section shall not be segregated from other children. Other rich children, they are poor children, you cannot segregate them in the classroom. You cannot conduct separate classes for them in separate timings and separate place. They have to be integrated with the regular students, so you cannot separate them in any form. And the second part says, shall not be discriminated from the rest of the children in any manner pertaining to their entertainments or facilities like textbooks, uniform, literary and ICT facilities, extracurricular sports. Extracurricular activities, you cannot separate them. So they should not know that they are separate, they are reserved candidates 25%. Poor children paid by the government. So that discrimination should not happen. This is a very important rule that we brought in 2011.